What's happening, guys, and welcome back to Deadly TV. Today we have another insane episode. We've got the R35 GTR out finally for this summer. I'm going to be hitting up some race events like Racewars and Santa Pod. But we have an issue. We have a Christmas tree on the cluster, on the clock inside, and the car's gone into limp mode. So I'm going to show you all the issues. I'm going to go and drop the car off to Litchfield for them to inspect exactly what's gone wrong. So guys, as you can see, it's a proper Christmas tree, yeah. And these are the error codes that's come up on the EcuTech app. So yeah, we've got transmission, TPS, loads of things, guys, yeah. But I'm going to clear it now. And let's see if it all clears up, because the car was driving perfectly fine before, but it was parked up for a little while. So yeah, we're going to clear the codes and then we'll see if it's gone. But transmission one is still there. We'll drive it.
Probably take a second.
Yeah, it'll probably take a second. So let's see.
Yeah. So we're going to hit the road.
Yeah.
And a long drive to Litchfield.
Yeah, about 4-hour drive, guys. Pray for us. We don't have no breakdowns on the way.
Inshallah.
Inshallah. And yeah, just can't wait to get the car serviced, inspected, checked over, and then race the damn thing.
I'm Gobbee, I'm Ricky,
and welcome to Deadly TV. They closed.
We made it to Litchfield, all safe and sound. We had all those lights on the cluster and it was looking like a right old Christmas tree. But what we done with the EcuTech app, we cleared the codes and everything went. The only one that didn't go was the gearbox light. So what I had to do was turn the car off, have the ignition on, clear the code, and then the gearbox light actually went off and it drove perfectly fine. I was able to select all the gears on manual, and we've made it here, guys. There's GTRs everywhere. It's literally GTR heaven. You could check it out.
Surrounded.
Guys. Yeah, surrounded by GTRs, BMs, Porsches as well, some lovely Porsche turbos. You know,
There's some. Look at that thing there. What is that?
I don't even know what that is. It looks like a Maserati or something.
Jay, what did you say it was?
Karma Automotive.
That's the company.
Crazy. There's like so many cars.
That looks
here.
electric.
Yeah, so many cars here, guys, and obviously Litchfield have worked on this car for the last, I'll say, it's now 10 years. But when we bought the car into the country, it was like August 2015, and yeah, it's almost 10 years that they've been working on this car.
So what are we here for? What are we doing?
The plan is, since last year at Racewars, we've not actually serviced the car. So we've done the Racewars event. I took Jamie out in it from Officially Gas. We went to Yanamai's Live. We've done a bit of nice sort of just enjoying it on the road, but I haven't serviced the car or had it inspected. If we're going to go Racewars very soon in the next few weeks, we have to get this car checked over. You know, we have to make sure. I believe there is like 1 or 2 oil leaks. It's making a little ticking sound from the rear end. We've just had the owner of Litchfield, Ian, come out, and he thinks it might be something on the suspension arm or something like that. So hopefully it's not nothing in the gearbox, but he's quite confident it's not the gearbox. And we've gone through the gears and it sounds like the gearbox is perfectly fine. So yeah, guys, we're gonna get it all serviced, checked over, have it on the ramp. Hopefully, Ian just said if it's just a quick job, the car might be back with us in about a week or 2. If there is any major problems, then we're gonna have to see, because they are really busy with customer cars. As you can see, they've got about a 6 to 8 week wait for any engine or gearbox work. So then we're gonna be in trouble, guys. But yeah, let's just pray that the car is gonna be a quick, easy fix. And yeah, we'll be hopefully picking it up very, very soon. But
Right, guys, before we head off, a quick word from our sponsors, Easy Car Claims.
dealing with a car accident can be really stressful. That's where Easy Car Claims can help.
Whether you need quick claim processing, safe vehicle storage, or replacement car, Easy Car Claims has everything covered, from repairs to personal injury support, and there's no extra fees.
They handle both fault and non-fault claims, including for PCR driving.
The services are available all over the UK.
So if you're ever in an accident, go to easycarclaims.co.uk, follow the simple steps, and let them take care of everything. Your accident is their priority.
Right, guys, Let's get back to the video.
What's happening, my deadly people, and welcome back to Deadly TV. We are back at Litchfield collecting the deadly GTR, but guys, things have not gone to plan. We've got some deadly news that even I don't think I'm ready for. But guys, just check it out. All the deadly GTRs they have is a madness. It's got a mix of different cars, but loads of GTRs. As you can see, it's like GTR heaven here. My beast is just sitting there feeling sorry for itself. But yeah guys, so many deadly cars here. So guys, as I explained, they've serviced the car, they've given it a full health check. Most of the stuff was all fine. They've had to obviously go through the car. There was a few oil leaks on the front, like the oil cooler. There was an issue with an oil leak from the gearbox, so that had to get all sorted, which they've done. They've had to sort out the breathing system on it. They said the oil catch can was quite full of oil, so they've changed around the breathing system, and yeah, it sorted that out, and it's a lot more efficient. So yeah, hopefully that's all good. But it's just a bit of a sad one, you know, like all of a sudden they went for a test drive and they've come back and it's leaked out coolant on the floor, and now we've changed the header tank, and it hasn't done it on the last two drives, but the problem is still there. The pressure tested the header tank, and from 1.4 bar over a couple of days it's dropped down to 1 bar, so clearly there is a leak somewhere. Bare minimum is probably going to be like a head gasket, which is still a long job, but it's not as pricey as if the block is cracked. If the block is cracked, guys, then that means full engine out, stripped down, all the pistons, rods, crank, everything out, and basically rebuild it again with another block. So it's either go cast block like how it is, or billet block. But yeah, billet block might be a bit too deadly for what I need, you know. I think that might be a bit too much. But yeah, I'm just not too sure yet, guys, what I'm going to do. Yeah, so what Ian said is, when you're driving it normally and just like, you know, bring your own boost gently and stuff, it's sort of fine. Like, it's not really leaking to like any coolant into the engine. However, if you're going to be putting under a heavy load and a lot of boost pressure, then it will be putting a lot more coolant into the engine, and that could then the oil and the coolant will mix, and then the components in the bottom end and the head will get damaged, and then you could have a catastrophic failure. And from a engine out job, which might be about, give or take, 10 to 15 grand, somewhere there, it could end up into like 30 grand, which yeah, I don't want to even think about right now. It's a madness. It is a big stress. What can we do, guys? This is the GTR life. And I think what it is, obviously the car is an older car. It's a 2008 car. It's the same block from 2008. We've had obviously Litchfield rebuild the engine in 2022. We've done a few events, obviously holding the car out at like Racewars and doing 230 miles per hour, holding it on red line. It's not good on any engine, but we've obviously pushed it, and yeah, this is what's happened like from it. But it's not happened just now, it's actually happened before, because I felt a bit of pressure in the coolant when I've opened the cap. It's basically, I could feel the pressure coming up. So that problem's been happening for a little while. It's just I didn't know that was either a head gasket problem or a crack in the block. So obviously where we've got it in for servicing and inspection, Ian and the team have picked it up, and yeah, this is what they found. So yeah, it's a bit of a madness, guys. Pushing these cars, racing these cars, it's not cheap. You have to pay to play, and it's a madness. You know, I actually don't know if I should laugh or cry. Like, genuinely, it's peak. But I'm going to show you guys that the car does run. My baby Shunar Bangla does run, but yeah, guys, we've seen it quite a few times on these GTRs at high speeds and big loads. When you're putting the engine under pressure, the dipsticks like to lift up, and at least this one is yeah, won't allow it to just lift. It'll stay in there. So I think to open it, yeah, you'll have to just pull it out like that, and then yeah, you could check. So it's quite good. Yeah, that's a really good idea. Well, let's go into the office, speak to Ian, and see what's what. Okay, this is next week's work. Loads of engines coming out. Jeez, lovely engines, you know, the engine room. Jeez. Hello mate.
Here, mate.
How you doing? You alright?
Secret here.
Top secret, yeah?
Yeah. You got a camera race.
Is that the dyno, yeah?
Yeah, it's got a race car.
Proper race car, yeah.
So it tends to crack inside this valley here.
Okay.
So let's go down through here.
Yep, for these holes here.
Yeah.
And
And the cracking will if it's cracked,
so is it in this area here you're saying, right here?
tends to be where the crack will be.
Okay. And
If
is that
it's cracked, if it's like
okay?
a head gasket.
So obviously the head gaskets will go around this
Yeah.
area
Oh,
here.
we've seen other things. We've seen this fail. We've seen other things fail, but that's not what happens.
Okay.
New bearings, gaskets,
Yeah.
I don't know yet.
So I'll talk through exactly what we've done. So on the HKS oil cooler that we have in this area here, around the fittings and the pipes, they were just perishing and it was leaking oil. On the gearbox, it was leaking oil, and what happened was the bolts were becoming unloose from the power of the car. So what they've had to do is wire lock the bolts down, but to do that they've had to get the gearbox brace off, drop the transmission down, then they've had to wire lock the bolts so it doesn't loosen, and then put it back all together. At the same time, we had the gearbox serviced, inspected, checked over, the ETS clutches adjusted as well. Guys, as you can see, the GTR is running. The engine hasn't blown up already, you know, but it's running. It's sounding mint though. This is the latest header tank from the shop car. They put it into ours and it's sort of helped. It's not leaking as much coolant anymore, but it's not leaking any coolant at the moment when it's cold, but maybe it might leak coolant when it gets really hot. But yeah, the car's running perfectly fine right now. Let me show you. So engine oil temp is 72, water temp is 84, so we have to keep an eye on that. Transmission temp is 60. So yeah, running. Sounds sweet as well. You can hear the engine, hear the exhaust. So it's a bit of a mad one. We're not too sure what we're going to do, but right now Ian and the team, they're really busy, so we're going to have a good think about what we want to do, and then we're going to decide on either are we going to try and do the head gasket first, have a look at that. If that is the problem, then great. It's going to be a much more cheaper and a quicker fix, probably about a week. And if it's a total engine rebuild, guys, then it could be about a month to 2 months. These things take time, and it's going to be a lot more expensive than what I want to pay. But it is what it is, guys. It has to be done. But until next time, guys, stay tuned and stay ready.